Hey, this is a boss, and in this video, I want to help you think through how to set up bonus structures for your virtual assistants. This video is very important in my opinion because if you set up the wrong bonus structure for your virtual assistants, you will incentivize the wrong action. If you incentivize the wrong action, people are not going to do what you want them to do, and it will drive the business down. So highly recommend you pay attention to this video and try implementing the things I will recommend, because I've experimented with many different bonuses and incentives, and I can tell you, some of them worked out, some of them didn't, and looking back, I wish I knew what I know today. So when it comes to bonus structures, I'll tell you how I do it in my business now. Is that we have two different types of bonuses. We have KPI based bonuses, which are based on the performance and people hitting the metrics I want them to hit. And then there are bonuses that are just based on holidays and, different events and birthdays and things like that, right? That everybody kind of earns. And so I'm going to talk about both and why I have both in my business, and then I'll tell you how to set it up. So when it comes to the KPI-based bonuses, the key performance indicator-based bonuses, these are mainly based on the activity that I want to incentivize that will drive the business forward. And a lot of times, when you think about these things, it's like for a sales job, right? If you're hiring a salesperson, you want to incentivize them to follow up and close your prospects. And so when I first started in business and started hiring virtual assistants, I thought, look, they don't really have a lot of control over the back end outcome, so I'm going to incentivize them to set appointments. But then here's the thing that happens with that is you start getting bad appointments just for the sake of getting that incentive. And then you think about it and you're like, you know what? I'm going to incentivize follow-up, or I'm going to incentivize this or that. And here's the problem that occurs is that whatever you incentivize, you will get more of. So if you want to incentivize appointments, you're going to get more appointments. You want to incentivize follow-up, you're going to get more follow-up. You want to incentivize whatever, you're going to get more of that action. And ultimately, at the end, I realized if people are incentivized to do a lot of follow-up, they're incentivized to set appointments, they're incentivized to do whatever, and that doesn't drive revenue to the business, then it's completely useless. And there's no point in incentivizing those actions. Because if you incentivize appointments, people will set appointments just for the sake of getting that bonus. And so over time, I've shifted my bonuses from front-end activities to back-end results. And what I mean by that is nowadays, if you're a salesperson, let's say you're an appointment setter and you set appointments, you get paid based on the closings that are generated because of the appointments you set. If you are a closer, right, a BDR, someone who conducts the presentations and closes the prospects, you get bonuses when people actually pay us for the service that we perform, because you can get people to sign up by lying to them, and then they find out what the real offer is, and then they cancel. And so we don't want that. We want them to really vet people correctly and only get the people in that are actually a fit for what we offer. And so to align our business goal with the salesperson's goal, right, we want to have everybody incentivized based on the outcome that I want, which is revenue generated. Appointments don't matter to me. Closing a person doesn't matter to me until they pay. And so that's the way I set up these sales type of bonuses. When it comes to admins, right, like admins on my team, what's the point of having admins? The point is to increase customer satisfaction, increase customer fulfillment, things like that. And so what I like to incentivize for the admin team is, are we getting referrals? Because if we're getting referrals, it means the customers are happy with the service we're providing. So then they get bonuses for referrals. They get bonuses for testimonials. They get bonuses for people coming back and doing more business with us, right? So these are things that show that what they're doing is actually, providing results, getting customers to come back, getting customers to bring us other customers as well. And again, that's why they get bonuses. They don't get bonuses for basic activities like sending 100 emails or closing X amount of tickets, because then it gets people to perform those basic tasks that might not end up driving real revenue to the business. And so that's how you want to think about these different things. You want to set up these bonuses based on the end result you expect to get. And we run a lot of advertising campaigns, and I can tell you it's the same with advertising campaigns. Like if I'm setting up a Google ad or I'm setting up a Facebook ad, Facebook doesn't want you to consider it a conversion when someone goes to your website. They want you to consider it a conversion when someone books an appointment. Same thing with Google Ads, right? Because that's the goal that you want. And so it's the same mentality, but with humans this time. And so that's the first set of bonuses. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you set up a bonus structure for every single role in your business, because then you're going to get them to do the things you want them to do without you having to continuously push them to do it. So I'm a big, big proponent of bonuses. I always pay people an hourly rate, and then I add a bonus structure on top. Now, one of the other things I will say is that when it comes to the hourly rate, I don't go low, right? Whenever I'm hiring people, I want to make sure I get good people, and good people expect to get paid well. And so, not only do I provide a great bonus structure, but I also provide a great hourly rate. So that way people are incentivized to not look for other jobs and things like that. So that's how I think about it on that side. Let's talk about the other bonus structure, which is like holiday-based bonuses and things like that. The way I like to think about holiday-based bonuses is that they're there to keep my employees happy, so that way they don't quit and go look for another job, right? Because I want people to work for me for years, right? As long as possible. And so to do that, to encourage that, I want them to, have some sort of balance in their life where they get to get time off and things like that. I don't need balance for me, but I know they need balance. And so to encourage them to have that balance and to encourage them to like the company and continue working here, we give them Christmas Day off, we give them New Year's off, they get their birthdays off, they get, things like July 4th, Thanksgiving, and obviously they get paid on all these holidays. And then we also give out PTO, right? PTO is basically paid time off, where they start earning paid time off over time. Every month it might be 6 hours of paid time off, 7 hours of paid time off, whatever, that they can get to use whenever they want. And so again, these are things that everybody in your organization will get if you offer it. It's not really based on KPIs. It's based on the fact that they just exist, I guess. But it's useful because it keeps people happy and they stay with you long term. If people stay with you long term, over time, they get better. You don't have to train someone new. And so to me, that's a big, big plus to the business. And so I hope this is helpful. Highly recommend that you really sit down and think through the bonuses you want to set up, and you want to be very careful not to incentivize the wrong action, because that will have a big negative effect to your business. So anyway, hope this is helpful. If you need anything, let us know. We'll see you on the next video.